Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investors channel. We are looking at XRP Ripple acquisition, XRP price predictions, my full exit strategy, and my strategy going into all of this volatility going on in the market. So thank you for tuning in. We are going to be covering all those facts within this video. So do stay tuned until the end for a special discount code for some XRP merch. That will come later. Make sure you watch to the end. Okay, so what we've got going on is a big deal. This has happened last week. We covered it there and then, but we've had time to digest it. It is still very relevant. It is still the biggest news we've got from Ripple ever. This is potentially the biggest news we've ever got for XRP. This is very important news that it is still bullish a week from now. It will be bullish a year from now. So let's digest it a little further. How did this start? This started with a tweet from Brad Garlinghouse. This started with the tweet that's saying Ripple has acquired has created an acquisition of Hidden Road for 1.25 billion. In the time where every single company is not making big decisions, companies aren't IPOing, companies don't have so much uncertainty, Ripple is thriving. Ripple is acquiring businesses for 1.25 billion. This is a cryptocurrency company that deals with XRP. This is one of the biggest moves in the crypto space ever. And here we go, one of the largest deals ever in the crypto space. But the price tag isn't what's most important. It's that this deal marks a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for crypto to access large and the most trusted traditional markets and vice versa. I'll be telling you exactly where I think XRP is going. I've got some price predictions that I think are realistic, but I also think will excite a lot of people, so do stay tuned. This is a prime broker alongside other key functionalities historically managed by banks for the most part, like Hidden Row, have proven themselves as the trusted intermediary for large hedge funds, market makers, OTC desks, quant traders, and more. Ripple has been a customer of Hidden Row for years, and we know their breadth of expertise firsthand, clearing $3 trillion annually for 300 of the top financial institutions globally. This is massive. This is great. Ripple have been customers. They've been using Ripple. Ripple knows their business. They've made a good offer. They've accepted the offer, and now they own this broker. This place uses different ways to send money to different companies. It uses it as a brokerage, and now they can use the XRP ledger. They can use RLUSD. They can use XRP. They clear $3 trillion annually. That is massive. That could be added to the XRP's market cap, for example, if that was all part of it. So that is a lot of money. And remember, the special thing about XRP is it's not really the market cap isn't how much people are investing, it's how much is in XRP. And if they're moving trillions of dollars, that is part of the market cap, and that will push the price up. And $3 trillion is larger than I think the whole market cap of the cryptocurrency space right now. I'm not saying that's all going to come onto the ledger, but a proportion of that will. And this is one of their first acquisitions, or at this scale. This is the capital and activity that will tap into XRP and XRP's ledger, bread and butter, instant, efficient, scalable, and low-cost movement of value. Instead of waiting over 24 hours to settle trades through fiat rails, Hidden Row will be using XRPL for clearing a portion of their trades, and most consequentially using RLUSD as collateral across its prime brokerage services, including cross-asset, crypto, and traditional instrument trades. That is massive. RLUSD being used as collateral, XRP being used to do what it was made. Remember, Bitcoin was made for cross-border payments. That's not what anyone thinks of Bitcoin. XRP is made for cross-border payments, and it's doing cross-border payments. So that's incredible. With this deal and the backing of Ripple's significant balance sheet, Ripple's balance sheet is incredible. Hidden Road will be exponentially expanded, and its capacity to service its pipeline and become the largest non-bank prime broker globally. Ripple and Hidden Road combined are a generational leap forward, ready to truly bring worlds of traditional and decentralized finance together. And that's key, bringing those two worlds together. And this is the start of that. We're looking at the XRP price, currently sat at $2.10. We've been trading XRP. We've been holding it for the long term. We've been covering XRP I've been holding it for 7 years. I've been covering it for 3 years on the channel. And and we've been buying at 30 cents. We've been trading this. I've come on the show and I've told you exactly where I'm selling. I sold at the all-time highs, 10% of my position to buy back lower. We've historically been buying at $2 many times, making 40% moves within days. Every time it hits $2, it had significant bounces. Last week I came on the show and I gave you my most up-to-date feelings about it. Last Sunday I said $2 being hit again. You're knocking on that door, it's probably going to fall further, and I gave you my two next levels I'm going to buy at: $1.80, $1.71, and those exact levels came into fruition. I bought at those levels. I'm already up 22%. So I'm very happy with that. We're back above $2, so we've got $2 as support once again, which allows traders to get back in at $2. It allows another base at $2, so it won't fall as far as it could. So that is all good news. We're bullish again. We're back above $2. Everyone said that XRP is going to collapse once it goes down $2. Well, it corrected to the exact levels I was prepared for. So I'm very happy with that, and that's why I'm going to be holding for my XRP, and I've still got my price predictions of $10 to $12 by the end of the year. And that is, of course, if the wider markets don't go into recession, if the S&P 500 continues moving up. Remember what I've been saying in times of volatility. What do? Well, you look at the three options. The market's going to go up, the market's going to go sideways, the market's going to go down. Three options. That's the only three things that can occur. So going into your position, when you're making your buy, you need to be prepared for, you have to have a plan for each of those scenarios. And I've had my plan, I've shared my plan, and I'll share it again during this video. If I'm buying, my average position's around 50 cents. I bought a lot at 30 cents. And I had a take profit strategy. That's why I was selling a few shares at all-time highs, the 1618, and I did that live on the show. You can go back and watch the videos. I do also have a higher price targets: $4.70, $5.30, $6, $7. All of these are Fibonacci levels. I'll be dollar cost averaging out my position. So I've got my strategy for the upside, and I'm sticking to it towards the upside. Those levels I'll be selling more. These levels I'll trimming off the top to buy back lower. So that's my strategy for the upside. I've got a clear strategy. I know why I'm selling. I know my time frames, 1 year / 4 years. I don't care about the time scales. If it goes up in the short term, I'll sell more. If it takes longer to go up, I'll sell less, because XRP will be used more within the future, so its value will be higher. Right now, its value isn't $50 today. So if it went to $50 today, I'll sell it all. In 4 to 5 years time, or in 10, 15 years time, its value might be at $50. So I won't be selling all my positions. So it depends on that as well. So that's my situation if it goes up. If it goes sideways, I'll just continue with my monthly buying, DCAing into XRP. If it goes down, I'm prepared for a 50% crash. I'm prepared for a bear market of 80% corrections. I'll buy at $1.25. I'll buy at $1. I'll buy at 64 cents. I'll buy at 50 cents if it goes all the way that low. I don't think it will go as low as 50 cents. It might go down to $1 in a recession. I'll buy if it goes down. That's my strategy. My risk is high. I don't mind taking high risks. And I'll be buying at those lower levels. If it goes sideways, I'll dollar cost average. So I'm prepared for an 80% crash. I'm prepared for this to go sideways for 3 years. I'm prepared for this to shoot up this year. I'm prepared for this to go up in 4 years' time. So I'm covered. I'm happy. I've got my strategy in place. Big banks, Standard Chartered is also expecting big gains. This is incredible that big banks are now coming out and giving price prediction on XRP. XRP is being noticed by the big banks. Standard Chartered sees XRP soaring to 500%, flipping Ethereum as the second largest crypto. That's their price prediction. They're saying $12.50. That aligns with my theory as well. They're saying by the end of the Trump administration. I'm saying this is altcoin season, should be this year. Historically, looking at cycles, this year should be the year we see a $10 XRP. Standard Chartered has officially initiated coverage on XRP, forecasting a mega rally for the crypto asset driven by its role in global payments and tokenization. Tokenization is massive, and XRP is at the forefront of that. In a Tuesday report, Jeffrey Kendrick, the bank's global head of digital asset research, projected that XRP could surge around 500% to reach $12.50 by the end of 2028 as part of this new coverage. Kendrick also anticipates that XRP market capitalization will surpass that of Ethereum's within the same time frame, he said. He stated, by the end of 2028, we'll see XRP's market cap overtaking Ethereum, so that'll make XRP the largest non-stable non-stablecoin digital asset at the time, and I am in full agreement. I think XRP deserves the number 2 spot. Well, I think it deserves the number 1 spot, but Bitcoin has created its new role. I think XRP should be number 2, and I think it will get there in the next 5 years, and I think it will make $10, and I think it will go to $50, and I do think it does have a path to $100 as well. So I am very bullish on XRP, and I'll be happy for it to go down so I can buy more. Here's some key facts about the acquisition. Ripple is acquiring Hidden Road. We know that for $1.25 billion. They processed $3 trillion for 300 top institutional clients. It's going to be integrating the XRP ledger. Hidden Road plans to migrate its post-trade activities to the XRP ledger, enhancing efficiency and reducing costs. Exactly what the cryptocurrency was made for. This is one of the only cryptocurrencies out there which is doing what it was designed to do, and it's actually doing it at a large scale. What's RLUSD going to do? It's going to act as collateral across Hidden Road's prime brokerage products, enabling efficient cross-margining between digital and traditional markets. The enhanced demand for XRP. With institutional clients settling trades on the XRPL, demand for XRP is expected to rise, potentially driving up its price. If the demand increases, the price will go up. Strengthening RLUSD's position by serving as collateral in prime brokerage services, RLUSD's utility and adoption in institutional finances are likely to grow. Remember, this is what we've been saying XRP is going to do, and now it's doing it at a massive scale, and now it's got RLUSD to deal with the collateral side of things. Perfect. Bridging traditional and decentralized finance, the integration facilitates a seamless connection between traditional financial markets and decentralized finance, positioning Ripple at the forefront of this convergence. Let's see what it can do for the price of XRP. There's a surge in market confidence. Institutional investors will be seeing what's going on. Ripple's making massive moves. $1.25 billion isn't a light move. $3 trillion moved annually isn't a small amount. Institutions are looking at this. Banks are making price prediction on this. They're covering XRP's price. This is going to be a surge in market confidence. They're going to see this as a strong bullish signal. 1.25 billion acquisition as a show of strength and a long-term commitment to institutional adoption. XRP often reacts positively to major announcements, especially those involving traditional integration. It did react positively. Increased utility, uptick in volume and trading activity on XRPL, upwards pressure on XRP's price. Increased visibility and media coverage. Remember, the cryptocurrency market, it gets swung within these bull cycles with a lot of media coverage. That's what helps the price move up, and this is going to attract a lot of news coverage. If the markets are risk off and Bitcoin is falling, XRP's rally could be muted in good news. Remember, we've seen this with the SEC case. They won the SEC case, and I'm talking a year or two ago now, when they actually, when the judge made it the law of the land that XRP is not a security. The price surged 100%. The next day, it fell back down again. Not because the news wasn't good, it was because the wider markets were in a bear market, and it wasn't the best time for the news to come out. We're sort of in the same situation now. If we were at all-time highs, the markets are still moving up, then this news would have made XRP surge to $6, for example. This news is still good long-term. There can still be better news stories coming out, but if the wider markets are falling, the gains will be muted until the longer term, where they will actually be in effect. Okay, so that is the coverage on that. So again, if you've enjoyed the video, please do hit the like button, subscribe. We'll be covering all the news. Remember, the XRP ETF still hasn't come out, the spot ETF. We've got a leverage ETF now, but the spot ETF hasn't come out yet. There is so much more good news out there for XRP. I'll be sharing you my strategies. I'll be telling you exactly what I'm doing, and we'll be covering it live together every single time there's a major event on XRP. So please do subscribe, hit the like button, and until next time, take care of yourself and each other. There will be, sorry, I messed up the ending, but there will be videos up here and here. And I did forget to tell you that there is an XRP. We do have our merch. So before I end the video, for the people that listened at the beginning of the video, I'm going to give you a discount code. The discount code is 25 off, 25 off. That will give you 25% off anything on the XRP page. So you'll get 25% off your phone cases, your mugs, your jumpers, your t-shirts, 25 off, and that will go live as soon as this video is coming out. So you can do that. There is also, if you click on the 11-ounce mug, there is a 40% discount right now when you're buying the XRP 11-ounce mug. It will add the buying the dip mug, you'll have the Lucozade mug, and you'll get them as a 40% discount for £38. There is only a limited supply of each of these mugs. Right now, there is 10 of each of these mugs available. So there you go. There's a 25% discount if you only want one. If you want 3 mugs, the 40% discount is live right now. When you click on it, you can add it as a bundle. And also, if you spend 100, you get another 20% off. I'll let you look at all the discounts. Until next time, here's a link to the merch. Here's the next video you should watch. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.